Hello and welcome, this is Oshi and this is gonna be another first impression deck walkthrough. This is the Supernatural Tarot deck, which I was very excited about, but didn't pre-order it because, you know, when you love a show so much, you want to see the cards before buying it. And especially because in the preview there were no pictures of the miners, so you know, I wanted to see, because the deck creator, who I was shown, Minerva Siegel, her decks are usually peepish, so you know, I wasn't sure if I wanted a Supernatural deck with peep cards, especially because there is that unfinished fan produced RWS copy, not copy, but you know, clone type of deck out there, which looks really amazing. And that deck has fully illustrated miners as well, so you know, I kind of wanted something like that. But then Moran from Starseeds Tarot pre-ordered it, got it, and showed the cards in a walkthrough, and I was like, okay, it's not fully illustrated, which I think the box says, so the box is lying, but you know, it's good enough. So in the end I got it, and yes, I do love the show and I liked all the season. I liked the ending. I think it was made in a way that it made sense without, you know, spoiling anything, because these type of shows like Supernatural can't end with, you know, them riding into the sunset and living happily ever after, because it's just not that kind of show, and it would make absolutely no sense for them to end up like that. But let's not talk about the show, because then we're sitting here forever. So even though I'm a fan of the show, I have a memory of a goldfish, which is not as bad as I originally thought. It's a two-piece box, so I don't remember every character and, you know, everyone from the show. I'm not that type of viewer who will cite and recite lines. I just enjoy it and I just love it, and I usually remember what's going on in the current season, so take it as it's, you know, it makes sense to you. So this is the guidebook. It's that type of mat that will leave really pretty fingerprints if your, you know, fingers are a little oily, but it looks nice. And there are fully colored, I mean, it's a 3-color, is it 3, right? Yes, 3-colored deck. So there are fully sized pages for the majors, and you know, one with a description for the minors, which is good. Could be much worse. And this is the deck, so there was no additional plastic, but the inside of the box is very well made. It's made better than usually these type of books. Don't know if you can actually, you know, remove, but I mean, you can even remove this if you want to, though I don't see why would you want to do that if you're keeping it in the box. Obviously this is going to be edged, and I don't think it's gonna be trimmed, and I can't really see because we have a lovely rainy week after a few days of summer, so hopefully I'm in, you know, somewhat still in frame, because otherwise it would make no sense. And interesting, there are some not that nicely cut frayed edges, but hey. Okay, so it's quite thin, but it feels good. I don't know, I mean, I like the way it's a semi-matte. I would say it's a light rose petal finish. I don't know what this is, but it feels really nice, and it's going to be easier, I think, shuffle this deck than, you know, a rose petal deck. And I think I can fix it when I edge the deck. So these are the backs. And obviously these are the symbols that was on the stone, right, that the prophet was working with, which I forgot his name, because I forget everyone's name, because like I said, I suck at this. So if you're looking for a comprehensive Supernatural a guide. This is not going to be that. This is just an appreciation and, you know, a little finger moment in a way, because I do love the show. I just don't know everything. And by that I mean I don't know the name of main characters, because Kevin, yeah, I was thinking about Kevin. Whatever, so fools in, you know, multiple, plural. I would have chosen only Sam, to be honest, but in a way Dean is as well a fool, though maybe I would have chosen him for someone else, something else, but you know, I don't mind the fools. For them it's awesome. Let's do this. Wait, am I in the middle? Kinda, yes, okay. The Magician, obviously, who else than Chuck, right? And the illustration is quite good, but if you know about that fan-drawn deck, I think that was made better. I'm sorry, I mean, we're talking about two kind of really cool illustrations, so it's not like this sucks and the other is good. Just I think that's more lifelike. But you know, you can see this is Chuck, just the face is not exactly right. Though Rowena is good. I mean, she is the High Priestess, and this is such a perfect choice for the card. And this is when it comes handy that you know the show, because I think you can use this deck without knowing Supernatural, because you have all the right symbols and you have the guidebook. But if you know the show, you know what Rowena was all about. That adds such a layer to the card that is just really enjoyable. So I just love that she's the High Priestess, because I love the Rowena, even though when she was, you know, an asshole sometimes. The Empress, well, Mary is an Empress. These are the cards that I kind of feel like, you know, you have to fit in characters into cards. And yes, I understand she's the mother of the boys, blah blah blah, so obvious with the choice of the Emperor for... Oh god, I love the actor who plays this character or whatever. But I don't always agree. But yeah, Mary. I mean, yeah, obviously he is the Emperor. Oh, I really like the cardstock. I mean, I don't know why. Billy as the Hierophant, which is interesting. You know, not being dead, because she's dead, the new one. So is the old dead is going to be dead? So this is kind of interesting that she's the Hierophant. Lovers. Well, kinda, yeah. And I think the Lovers was brothers in the other deck, and that makes more sense, to be honest, because they chose each other over and over, even when it was really hard. And maybe that's why it's not good, actually, because they chose each other when they were supposed to choose the word. But with Sam and her, I'm not entirely sure. Chariot. Obviously, what else? I love this car. Strength. Okay, I forgot who this was. Let's check the guidebook, because, like I said, I forget things. I'm not going to, you know, recite the whole thing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's Benny. Okay, I forgot. But yeah, oh, that makes kind of sense. I mean, it's hard with, you know, with a show where there are so many characters, because you can choose a lot, like Bobby for the Hermit. I like that one a lot. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, with a sigil. Interesting. One lucky. It's not a rabbit foot, it's something stale. Oh, I loved her. She was one of my favorite characters. She was the good kind of, you know, minor rose that had its own life. You know, it wasn't just there to be there. Hangman with Castiel makes sense. What's on your tie? Okay, nothing. though I'm not entirely in love with his eyes. Because Misha has such pretty eyes. I love Misha Collins. Ah, so the old death is that, okay. But it's kind of obvious that he needs to be that. Oh, Temperance. The devil. Eh? Who is he supposed to be? Because I'm thinking about someone, but I'm not entirely sure about. Lucifer. I mean, now this is where the illustration is not exactly as good, because come on now, I love the actor who plays Lucifer and he looks so much nicer. It's not as lifelike as it could be. But I really like this, you know, just a hint of red and the blue and the black. I like that style. Oh, she's perfect for the tower. Okay, maybe I changed my mind. You have to know the show in order to enjoy the cards, because for, you know, just a woman appearing on the tower, you won't get anything. Like, why is she the tower? Well, he's a good star. Because he was looking for hope and he gave hope to the others, and he was so naive that sometimes he could have been, you know, the fool as well. Obviously. Mr. Trickster for the moon. The sun. Oh, I missed her. I mean the original one. She has such a nice hair. Judgment. It's interesting because with his character, it's not he's who's judging other people, even though he was an archangel, but he was judged because of his relationship with God. So that's kind of interesting and good. Oh, this is good for the word. I mean, I watched walkthroughs, but I completely forgot the cards. Isn't that amazing how your mind can do that when you know you're going to, you know, look through something, that your mind is erasing all the previous knowledge so you can enjoy the cards. And man, how I wish I could just, you know, trim the edges, but I don't think they are aligned as much, as precisely, that I could take it off without losing, you know, or having misaligned cards. So I will have to not stop it. Oh god, I kind of hated his character. He kind of was a weasel. So the kings are coming up first. Okay, I don't like it when they reorder the decks, because I like to start with aces, but whatever. This is how you get your deck when you get it. Queen of Bones. Okay, so bones are, let's check what are bones. That's another TV show. Dun, dun, dun. No, come on now, where is it? Suit of Bones. Okay, I got it, but what's bones? I should have checked the guidebook better before starting this, but I really wanted to see the deck. Okay, let's see. Bones should be the wands, I think. Yeah. Okay, so bones are wands, pentagrams are obviously pentacles, swords are blades, and goblets are cups. So it's not that, you know, big of a change just with the bones. Oh, I like that she is included in this, and I really like her, this actress. I mean, she pretty much plays all the deaf, or how do you say that nicely, you know, characters. I don't want to, you know, hurt anyone's feeling. Oh, I couldn't even trim it because the sword is going out of the border, which is cool. Page of Bones. I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't know the names, so I won't even attempt to. Oh, Ace of Wands, yeah. Wow, you have to know the show. Though, but see, I mean, the first one, this makes sense, because this is the piece that was, you know, setting off Billy when, not Billy, why did I say Billy? Jack. Who was I thinking about? Whatever. So this is the bones that, I mean, it should be. It's not. Oh, I thought that this was the piece of bones, you know, that he consumed when he turned into the bomb. But it's not, it's just the bone. And that's why, I swear the deck said it somewhere that it was fully illustrated. See? Fully illustrated 70 cards. Okay, but I wouldn't call this fully illustrated. This is Pip. But the third one is illustrated. So I was talking about these decks with someone somewhere, and they said what I, you know, was thinking, that it feels like the creation was rushed. You know, they had a deadline and they didn't had time to fully illustrate everything, which kind of sucks. Because it's either, you know, a Pipish deck, or why is there someone for the Three of Wands and not for something like the Four of Wands? There was 100 million scenes from the TV show where you could have, you know, that you could have picked for Five of Wands, like him. Not sure I would have picked him for bones. I would have picked him for blades. Six of, interesting. I will have to read through the guidebook to see if they reference enough. But yeah, I don't get why some cards are have you know, feature people, and some are just bones. Because they make sense, you know, and there's 100 bazillion characters in this TV show. It went on for 10 plus years, so 10 of Wands. Perfect, Castiel. It's always perfect. Oh, I miss Crowley. Oh, I missed him in the final season. I love this guy, and I love his character in Battlestar Galactica as well. He's a good King for the Pentacles. So yeah, kind of not entirely sure, but it has enough good cards that I wanted for the sake of, you know, having a supernatural deck. Oh yeah, it was fun. Page of Pentagrams. Then that's good enough. The Ace with a pentagram, of course. It could have been one of the more fancier pentagrams that they used to trap someone. Was it one of their tattoos or something? I don't know. Two of Pentacles. Let's see, who is he? So yeah, the illustration is not always on point, at least not for me. Oh, he's Henry Winchester. Okay. Could have been a lot, I don't know. There was a lot other characters that you could have picked for the Two of Pentacles, and now this just seems lazy. I mean, I'm sorry, but what is this spray painted crappy quality Three of Pentacles? Where's the teamwork? They could have included Sam, Dean and Crowley, for example. That was a teamwork. Not Castiel, because that was family. Four of Pentacles. So yeah, it kind of feels like it was rushed. So I would like that. And yeah, it's they're trying to be different, but I don't know. I would like that fan made. I like him too. Version to be released. Please make a deal and make that happen. Because I'm assuming that it's copyright. That's the only thing that's getting in the way. Nine of Pentacles. Do you get any Nine of Pentacles feeling from this card? Because I do not. It kind of looks... It wasn't entirely nicely cut either. Ten of Pentacles, okay. Oh, look at that. I love this guy. I mean, not his character, but the actor. Queen of Blades. Oh, the devil made me do it. Yeah, sure. Nine of Blades. Oh, Kevin. Page of Blades. That's a good card. There are so many so good ones. I like this Ace of Blades. This makes sense. This is the first blade, you know. This makes sense. This kinda makes sense. Okay, this is okay as well. Ooh, look at those nails. Yay. The 4 with all the different ones. 5. Interesting. Why she is the 5. I will read through the guidebook and, you know, work with the deck, and then I will let you know in the 6 months in video how I find it after all. If I was disappointed or I liked it in the end. Ooh, I was thinking about when is she going to make this, you know, an appearance. Fun times. 9. Oh, that's a good one. I mean, I'm assuming this is Lucifer and Sam falling into the cage. If not, then I don't know. King of Goblets with a vampire. Queen of Goblets. Was she another card as well? I think so. Oh, Knight of Goblets. Oh, it's a good choice. Though I could have picked him for strength as well. I think he would have worked really well for strength. Because he was, you know, he went against everything. I mean, with the curse, and even made a family and stuff like that. Page of Goblets. Oh, let me get that cocktail, please. Okay, we have the Ace with some blood. And with a not very happy face. Oh, interesting. Though, you know, really old friends, so, and more than that because they were hunters together, so that's a good one. 3 of Cups. KFC. The 4. Hello, another Battlestar Galactica actor. That's my ultimate favorite show, by the way, the new version, not the original one. So I love every actor that was in that show, and I'm always so happy to see them. 6 of Cups could have been so many good ones. I'm kind of disappointed with the pips. I mean, you know, for the chance and the opportunities that they missed. 8 of Cups. The 9th, and we have a boring 10. Like, do you get any 10 of Cups feeling from it? Nope. So, not going to, oh god, riffle shuffle, because we don't do that. But it's not bad. It's going to, you know, take some time, because some are the cards are sticking together like that in blocks. But I think once it's been used, it's going to be better. And the sun is returning, so let's have, let's check his page in the guidebook, and I hope it doesn't kill off anything. So obviously John Winchester. There's not a lot of text. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm not entirely sure that I would have picked him, because he was kind of absent, you know, in the whole show. Dean became much more of an emperor figure, if you think about it. I think it follows the RWS system well, so if you know it, you know, you just have to kind of go with that. I don't think there's going to be a lot of extra, at least not in here if you check it. But unfortunately I don't see a lot of information about why they picked the characters they picked for the cards, which kind of sad, though I understand, you know, the limitation for such a small guidebook. But yeah, this is the Supernatural Tarot, which doesn't look entirely you know, aligned. I kind of had the same thing with the Zombie Tarot, which drives me nuts, because it feels like it wasn't made from the same, you know, batch, so the sizes are not exactly the same, but who knows, we'll see. And yeah, sun is here, so let's just put this away. So yeah, this is the Supernatural Tarot deck, the first walkthrough impression whatever video. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said, I will work with the deck. I will see how it works with others and stuff like that. I think this is going to be part of my winter collection, so I'm not going to play with it until the winter, upcoming winter, but you know, I wanted to go through and see the cards before I bring them away for months, because I have other decks to play with now. But yeah, who knows when this walkthrough is going to come out anyway, so you don't need to know that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.